Welcome back to Black Mountain Stocks. Wow, investors, they remember the happy times from Tesla and Elon earlier this year, but now investors are now asking Musk to step down, and I have some very concerning news at the end of this video that we'll get into, and it's not looking good for Tesla.
An all-time classic, like Capital Group's new...
We'll also take a look at Jeremy Lefebvre from Financial Education, and we'll get his projection on things with Tesla. Like I said, it's not sounding good. Investors are very mad. Let's take a listen what Jeremy Lefebvre has to say.
The problem is with Elon right now, this man's... Fox News talks about him more than they talk about Trump. This is the issue now, where he's gotten so political that, Fox News is covering this man all the time now at this point in time. He's gone so far over to, get into all these political related things now at this point in time that he is causing a lot of damage, unfortunately, to his brand, and his brand is unfortunately wrapped in Tesla, right? And I gave this analogy last week in a video, right? And I'm like, do you want to be Michael Jordan? Which Michael Jordan stayed out of all political related things and all that stuff. He just played basketball and inspired people and, to greatness, right? And then you got LeBron, who's always decided to, obviously endorse like Democrats and he's even called Trump a bum in the past and things like that, right? And speak out about issues that he wants to speak out on, right? And quite often. And he's one of the most hated athletes in America if you look over the past decade, right? I mean, pretty much up there with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather goes out of his way to always, get people in their feelings about him, right? Which is extraordinary. And so Elon has unfortunately gone from, he used to have a Michael Jordan effect around him. Like everybody loved Elon. Everybody used to love Elon. Like literally, it's like Elon's amazing. Like, like you couldn't hate the man. It's like, oh, he's just building these awesome companies and he's doing great things. And yeah, he's super rich and he's super smart and all this stuff. And he had this like Michael Jordan, like hero persona around him. But unfortunately, he's gone over to this side now, and he's now got like a LeBron James type thing going around him. And this is why now, if he goes to a comedy show, you got a bunch of people booing him. Like that would have never happened in the past. But now people are starting to resent the man. People that were in the middle on Elon Musk are now gone over to the kind of the hatred side, and folks that were maybe already, somewhat disliked him now extremely dislike him.
So you heard it, guys. Investors are getting spooked. Some investors are even asking Tesla to take Musk and take him out of that role as CEO, hire another CEO, just like Twitter. So we've seen some of these things play out with Twitter, and investors with Tesla thought that taking Elon out of that position as CEO would fix everything. But now we're starting to see a shift of that same pattern into Tesla, and things are getting kind of sloppy.
Right? And some people that used to love him now have gone even over to the hatred side. So now he's got a LeBron James thing. It's like, why be LeBron when you could be Jordan, man? Come on, man. Alrighty, so next up, Tesla's numbers. Here's my expectations here, and this is my projections, and then we'll get into the PE ratios and all those sorts of things and kind of talk stock price, okay? So 2022, this year, obviously we got one quarter left here. I expect the company to have done around $83 billion in calendar year 2022 in terms of revenue. That's my number. Now, by the way, in regards to these numbers, this is my base case at this point in time, okay? This is not my bear case, and this is not my bull case. Both those are different numbers. This is my base case. This is my expectation. And something important to remember when it comes to these numbers is I'm expecting the economy to be very weak in 2023 and potentially even still weak in 2024, okay? And so do keep that in mind, that I am prepping for a more weakened economy and not some booming economy in 2023 or 2024, okay? So for all my bulls out there that are going to look at these numbers and you're going to be, like, holy smokes, man, these are such bearish numbers. No, I actually have a more bearish scenario than this, believe me, okay? This is my base case. So $4 EPS, roughly, I think expect them to do. I've done in calendar year 2022. Calendar year 2023, $100 billion of revenue I had them doing. That's about a 20% growth rate. And I understand that number looks extremely low to a lot of my Tesla bulls. I know. That's what I have them doing. My bear case is actually them breaking even revenue, so to keep that in mind. But yeah, $100 billion what I have them doing, which is about 20% growth. Like I said, I think the economy is not going to be in a good place. I think it's going to be in a very bad place in 2023. And therefore, it's going to make Tesla's numbers very hard. And Cybertruck's not going to be able to pull things through because Cybertruck is not going to ramp until the very end of the year in terms of major ramp. So Cybertruck will kick in 2024, but not 2023. And I have them doing $4.50 of EPS, which I understand is a very disappointing number as well. Analysts had them doing 550 plus, if I recall. So I think there's some issues with EPS. One is just kind of lower growth rates. Also, the Cybertruck ramp, I wouldn't be surprised if that hurts numbers, at least a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla has to do some extra incentives that maybe hurt profitability a little bit. Now, the company is always figuring out ways to save money with cost savings and those sorts of things. So I'm expecting them to do some of that. But overall, I don't think it's going to be a great year for EPS. I think EPS is just going to be I think 450 is the number for 23. 2024. I see the company doing $130 billion of revenue, which would be at about a 30% growth rate, because obviously that's the year that Cybertruck kicks in, and hopefully the economy, definitely strengthens in the back half of 24 in quite a substantial way as we get ready for 2025. I have them doing $6 of earnings per share in 2024, which is a slight outpace of revenue growth, which is something I'm...
Okay, folks, so I kind of agree with the 2022 and the 2023 just because the market has been down as of late, and 2023 could possibly be a rebound year, but that may be in the back half of 2023. The biggest issue that I have right here with these numbers is the 2024 and the 2025 outlook, and I'm going to tell you why. The competition is heating up. You've got Rivian, Lucid, Neo, VinFast. You have new manufacturing moving here from international areas to start building these plants. And when they start to build these plants, that's going to be in 2024. That means there's going to be a huge ramp up in 2024 and 2025 with new EV competitors coming, and things are not looking good. The news that I was talking about with Tesla that's breaking now, that I was talking about, stay tuned for the end of this video and we'll talk about, this is huge, guys. Tesla is now doing the same thing that Twitter did, and they're laying off workers. They are firing workers. Now, we saw how that worked out for Twitter, and I don't think this is going to work out very well for Tesla, and investors are getting nervous, and they're asking Elon Musk to step down. Well, that's the video for today, guys. Again, if you like this content, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.